What is going on, guys? It is Bucky, and welcome to your. Oh man, I don't even know what number tutorial this is. I should probably, think about that before I just start talking in my microphone, but oh well. Anyways, welcome to some number tutorial. Not important. The important thing is I'm going to teach you guys about something today, and that is how to move sprites around on your screen. So you see here that we have two images, one of a pig, one of a hot chick, and they're just chilling on our screen. But the cool thing about games is we can actually take these sprites and move them around. So I actually was going to create this tutorial yesterday or last night, but something really awesome happened to me. Someone stole my credit card information and tried to buy $6,700 worth of motorcycle parts. So, I had to call my credit card company and be like, yeah, it wasn't me. So, anyways, they took care of it, are sending me a new credit card. So, I'm good now. So, with that being said, I just want to say if the person who stole my information is listening, if I ever meet you, I'm going to dropkick you in the throat. So, anyways, on with the tutorial. In the last tutorial, we coded all this right here. So, we're going to be starting our coding inside our if statement still, but after what we coded last time. Make sure you keep this in here because this is the code that adds the images or sprites to the screen. So go ahead, and the first thing you need to type is this: self schedule at selector, and the parameter for this is, you can name your method anything you want. I'm going to name mine call every frame, and it's going to take a parameter. So go ahead and put a colon and your semicolon to end the line. Now, if you're saying, alright, WTF does this all mean? Why did I just type that? Self, of course, means look in this class for the method. And the schedule at selector, call every frame. First of all, call every frame is a method that we didn't create yet. That's what we're going to be doing next, so don't worry about this. Now, this schedule at selector stuff, what this means is schedule this method, call every frame, to be called every frame. So yeah, that's why I named it that. So if you're saying, alright, I don't even know what the heck a frame is, I guess now's a good time to talk about it, isn't it? So in Cocos2D, your project is going to be composed of scenes and frames. Now, just like in a movie, a frame is basically a still image or a point in time. Now, check this out. In a movie and in Cocos2D, once you have a still image and you have another still image that's different from it, and you have another still image that's different from it, whenever you play them one after another, it creates the illusion of animation or motion. Since this is how you can take a bunch of still images and put them after each other and create the illusion of animation. If you ever saw stop animation, that's pretty much what they're doing here. So go ahead in YouTube and type in stop animation and you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's just a bunch of frames one after each other. Or go ahead and Google frames or anything. But anyways, that's all I'm giving you. We got a tutorial to do, so go ahead and copy this. Make sure we don't type it wrong. And we can go ahead and begin coding this method. So this method is, of course, let me move my keyboard, void. Why does it do that? Whenever I type void, it puts a P at the end. And go ahead and paste that right there, call every frame. And as a parameter, it's going to take the parameter cc time and just go ahead and name it dt for difference in time. Now, what dt is going to represent is the difference in time from when this method was last called, and you'll see why we need this later on. So anytime you want to create the illusion of a sprite moving, I guess it wouldn't be illusion, I guess the sprite is actually going to move, but anyways, anytime you want to move the sprite, what you need to do is simply give it a new position. And then what it's going to do is it's going to get rid of that old position, erase the sprite where it was, and put it in a new position. And of course, this is going to, animate your sprite, moving it from the old position to the new position. That's like the definition of animation right there. So how do we give the sprite a new position? Check this out. Easiest thing you've ever done in your life. Check position, set it equal to new CCP, which is of course the point. Check dot position dot x, and what we want to do is plus 100 times that difference in time. And let me finish this line of code before I start talking. Chick position dot y. All right. So what is going to happen here is this chick image is going to move left and right, but it's not going to move up and down. See, we're only changing the x positioning of it, not the y. So the y remains constant. You'll see later on. But anyways, why did I write 100 times change in time? Well, by doing this, you really have to just understand that. I can't really explain this too well, but this ensures that your sprite moves 100 frames, or excuse me, 100 pixels a second, regardless of frame rate, and that it moves at a constant speed, regardless if your iPhone skips a frame or isn't running at exactly the right frame rate. So check this out. Like, for example, if this method, if the difference in time is 0.2, it would be 0.2 times 100 equals 20. If it's 0.5, it would be 0.5 times 100, and this equals 50. And again, like I said, when you use the difference in time like this, it pretty much ensures that it moves at a constant speed regardless of frame rate. Bam. That's all I'm talking about, or else I'm going to run time if I try to talk about this more. So now what we want to do is say this. Alright. We got our chick image and it's moving from left to right. But once it moves all the way off the screen to the right, we want you to reset to the left. So this is actually going to be like a big loop. So my image, my chick image, is 60 pixels by 60 pixels. So remember, whenever you create a point, that positioning point, it's in the center of that image. It's not like the bottom left or the top right. It's in the center. So a lot of times when working with sprites, you want to work with half that value, which is in this case 30. You'll see what's going on here. So if the condition is this, chick dot position dot x, if it's greater than 480, which is the length of your iPhone screen, plus 30, which is half the length of my image. And if you just downloaded an image from Google or something, yours might be a little different, but you can probably use 30 for this tutorial and it'll be fine. Alright, so basically what we're saying is, if the chick moves off the screen to the right, what do we want to do? We need to write code to just reset it to the left. Easy. Chick position, set it equal to a new point, CCP, whoa, not CC bracket, CCP, there we go, negative 30, which pretty much means reset it to the left, because the very leftmost side of your iPhone screen is 0. So if you set it to negative 30, then it's going to be barely visible, actually not visible at all yet. It's going to be off the screen to your left. Enough explaining things. I'm a little flustered because my credit card got stolen, and I saw this really hot girl food line today, but I was too wimpy to talk to her. So anyways, don't mind me. Chick dot position dot y, because the up and down values, it remains the same. So now let's go ahead and run this, and you might be able to finally understand what the heck I've been talking about all this time. Alright, so check this out. The chick is moving left to right. Once it moves to the right, it restarts to the left. And of course the Y position, which is up and down, it doesn't change at all. So that's why she's not moving up and down. She's only moving left and right. Once she gets to the right hand side of the screen, she restarts to the left. So let's quit the iPhone simulator. In layman's terms, here's what's going on. We created this method, and it says call this method pretty much every frame. Now this is of course the name, the header. What we're doing right here is we're giving it a new position, which we're pretty much saying, alright, move it to the right slightly. And what this checks right here is saying, alright, if your chick is off the screen to the right, so we can't see her anymore, take her and put her to the left again. So, if you're confused at all by what I'm saying, just go ahead and, mute this tutorial and just look at the code. And if you look at it for like 5 seconds, you'll understand easier or more simply what this code is doing. So anyways, that is the basics of how you move sprites. And if you ever see code using CC time in DT, that's why they're doing this rather than, just writing code without it, because it ensures that you're moving at a constant speed regardless of frame rate. So I wanted to teach you that because by common practice, it's what every programmer does. So now, once you see code like that, you won't get lost. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I am going to, I don't know, probably go make some macaroni and cheese. So, yeah, that's that. I have nothing to say at all. Go check out my forum if you're bored. And, yeah, I wish I had something else to say, but, close out this tutorial. What are you still listening for? I'll see you next time. See ya.